before he added, "Your mother would be proud of you. She never took crap from anyone either." That made me laugh. Mom certainly wasn't a pushover. Late that night, I found myself thinking about the person I used to be, always saying yes, always accommodating everyone else's needs before my own. I didn't hate that person. She was kind and well-intentioned, but she was also afraid of conflict, afraid of disapproval, afraid of standing alone. The woman I'd become wasn't fearless, but she faced her fears. She set boundaries. She demanded respect, and strangely enough, she received it far more often than the woman who had begged for it. The following week, I received an email from Ryan, of all people. He'd been reassigned after I took over, and was now working under another manager who apparently made Diane look positively angelic in comparison. The email was asking if I had any openings on my team. He'd heard I was a fair boss who gave credit where it was due. I stared at the email for a long time, thinking about how desperate I had been for recognition, how I would have jumped at any chance to work for someone who valued me. Part of me wanted to ignore the email to let him feel what I had felt, but that wasn't who I wanted to be either. Nice didn't mean being a pushover, but it also didn't mean being vindictive. I replied, offering him an interview, not promising anything, but giving him the chance I wished someone had given me. Dad saw the email over my shoulder as he brought me coffee. "You're a better person than I am," he chuckled. I'd have told him to kick rocks. I laughed. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But I know I can be kind without being a doormat. Now I decide where my boundaries are. Not everyone else exactly, he said, raising his coffee mug in a toast to boundaries. "And the daughter who finally found hers?" I clinked my mug against his. "To boundaries," I echoed, and to not confusing kindness with weakness. It had been a long journey from the woman crying in the bathroom mirror to the leader sitting confidently in her home office, but I wouldn't trade it for anything, not even for the comfortable invisibility of always being nice. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for yourself is to stop being so nice to everyone else. It doesn't mean becoming cruel. It just means making room for your own needs alongside others. And that moment in the bathroom when I decided being nice wasn't working anymore, it wasn't the end of kindness. It was the beginning of self-respect, and remarkably, those two things could exist side by side if you were brave enough to make space for both. 2 years later, I'm still at Davidson Media now. As a director, I've built a team that's known for both excellence and ethics. We credit each contributor by name on every project, large or small, we've become.